What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I go by the name of Wesley, and today we are reacting to Drew Gooden, who is one of the simultaneously most funny while also being insightful people on the internet. Now, the video we're reacting to is Snapchat is so dumb. I have no idea what direction Drew is taking this. Obviously, I have not watched the video yet. I am watching it and reacting to it for the first time with you guys. So I have no idea if this is going to be like a scathing critique of modern social media culture and how Snapchat sort of represents everything that's the worst about that, with fleeting messages that disappear, instant gratification, minefields all over the app. Or what? I have no idea. So let's jump into it. If you haven't yet, guys, subscribe down below for more reactions, and I guess let's just hit it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the middle of the jungle. Someone please help me, I'm stuck. If you've been wondering where I've been for the past few weeks, I've been working on a stupidly long video about a topic that's only interesting to me, but I was starting to get overwhelmed, so I wanted to kick back and unwind with some good old-fashioned social media.
I love it. Okay, but I have one thought so far. Does anybody else think that Drew Gooden kind of looks like he could absolutely play the adult from Blue's Clues, especially when he wears striped outfits like this? Because I really think that if he ever gets bored of making commentary YouTube videos, he could just jump over to children's educational television.
I scrolled through Twitter for a bit, got bored, headed over to Instagram, checked out some Reels, which are just stolen TikToks, and got bored again. Forgot I had already closed Twitter and accidentally opened it back up, only immediately to close out of it again, and then I started to get desperate. Sometimes you just gotta stare at your phone, mouth wide open.
That's what Reddit's for.
Off. The only two body parts moving are your thumb and your eyelids, while you consume the most brain-dead content the internet has to offer. And then I remembered about Snap.
That picture, I don't know why that face Drew made really got me. But I feel like maybe I've been getting bored recently of the internet as well. And I usually go to Reddit. I feel like it's just got way more stuff. It's just like, it's so much stuff. So if you guys are bored, you're trying to, occupy some toilet time, I'd say Reddit is way better toilet time occupier than any of the aforementioned social media sites.
Yeah, the perfect app for this. I was never really a big Snapchat user back in the day. By the time I was even interested in an app like that, Instagram had already poached all their good features, so I would just send my dick pics on there. But every so often, I love to come back and revisit Snapchat's Discover page, because it is literally, and I'm not exaggerating here, the dumbest corner of the entire internet.
Okay.
You know when you go to the grocery store, there's all those tabloid magazines in the checkout line with the most gossipy-ass headlines like Brad Pitt admitted into rehab for stinky farts? Jennifer Aniston dumped. Here's why she deserved it. Will Smith adopts himself?
So, I thought those were fake, and I can't tell if Drew's just pulling like the next 5-head big brain move, because the Jennifer Aniston one seems really real. Like, this seems like an actual one, right? So that makes me question, are these two accurate, Will Smith and Brad Pitt? Or am I just like the biggest idiot in the world that I'm even questioning this? Because it's unclear to me whether he made up all three or if he's doing a little, little jokester on the rest of us. Because these two seem like they shouldn't be real, but they might be.
Smith adopts himself? That's basically all Snapchat is now, except with the Kardashians, James Charles, and Jeffree Star. And also,
they know their demo, baby.
Dressing up as Jeffree Star. It's never anything interesting or that's even remotely a big deal. It'll just be like, Charlie D'Amelio messed up big time. And then you click on it expecting even the smallest amount of interesting drama, and they're like, well, actually what she did wasn't that bad, and no one's even upset about it, but we did find one tweet of a guy being mad at her. Way to go, Charlie. I love when they do this. Courtney's IG pic made Travis flirty. Okay, I gotta see what they're talking about. What did he do? And then it's an entire article explaining how he commented yes on one of the pictures. Yup, that's 5 S's. Calm down there, Travis. That's gotta be the thirstiest comment I've ever seen.
How many interns or whoever, employees, do you think that 17 and these other gossip sites are employing in order to write these articles? Because I'm sure they have a quota, right? And they have to hit a certain quota to get the clicks, because they're I mean, I don't know how this is monetized for them, but their website's monetized with ads, right? So I guess, why are they spending the time? Why, like, does 17 have a deal with Snapchat? Are they being paid directly by them?
Nobody thought YK Osiris would go from singing to this. Gotta see what it is. Must be something crazy, right?
What is
YK
it?
Osiris wanna be in an Old Spice commercial so bad.
What?
Oh, and then that's it. This is awesome. Yeah, so pretty much everything on Snapchat is clickbait, and everyone who goes on here knows that it's clickbait, but you still click on stuff anyway, because like I said, we on empty brain mode. Even the things that aren't celebrity-related feed into this. Snapchat knows its user base so well. I don't want to have to think when I'm on here. Just show me crazy world records. Longest underwater kiss? He planked for 8 hours? I mean, I do that every night, but...
To be fair, planking that's ridiculous. I don't know. Ugh. Planking for 8 hours is ridiculously impressive. I mean, if you've tried it for more than like 3 minutes ever, which I didn't do voluntarily, I was forced to in organized sports, which was not fun. But that's ridiculous. That's amazing.
Okay. Guess I forgot to tell Guinness about
slander.
it. I want to see that dumb shit. Show me fail compilations. I want to see someone fall down. And then I want to see someone fall down. And then I want to see someone else fall down. What if a guy fell down? And what if you showed me a video of someone falling down?
I'm enjoying
this. People are constantly falling down, and if I don't get to see that, I'm literally gonna fall down. I feel like the headlines totally miss the point most of the time too. Like, this is that guy who builds a bunch of cool stuff without any modern tools. And their big takeaway was, your own outdoor pool?
What?
Like, that's what's crazy about this? We've all built our own pools by hand before, but this one is outside? I'd never heard of that. My pools are always inside, right next to my bed, so when I wake up, I accidentally fall in. And then it's like I'm in my very own fail compilation. One thing they do that's really weird too is they'll randomly throw in stories from people you don't know or follow and make it seem like that's news too. Whoa, I gotta see what this guy has to say.
What?
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm really glad this is on my homepage. It never really ends either. You just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling forever.
So is it a personalized algorithm? Or is it just like the Snapchat Discover page and it's everybody seeing the same thing? Because if it's the algorithm, then that's kind of on you. Because like I had a buddy who was getting nothing but Instagram thoughties, and he was complaining about it. He's like, all I ever see is Instagram thoughties. And I was like, bro, you realize Instagram is just, they have an algorithm. They can tell what you're scrolling the longest on and looking at the most. So they're going to give you more of that to keep you on the app. And he was like, that's not too da-da-da. It's like, cool. You know, let my wife use your Instagram for 2 days. I bet she'll train the algorithm so there's no more Instagram thoughties. He was trying to do NoFap. That's why he was complaining, for context as well. So he couldn't do NoFap, which he was dedicated to doing, because he saw so many Instagram thoughties. She used it for 2 days. There were no more girls. It was all home decor and flowers. He got his phone back within like 3 hours. It was all Instagram thoughties again.
Okay, I made it into the foreign languages, so it looks like we're done.
And you're back out,
we're
baby.
Back to English. Okay, I guess they found some more. I like to think that the Snapchat employees can see you scrolling, so they start desperately trying to throw out random shit just to fill the space. Oh shit, they're almost at the bottom. Quick, think of something. Something about your fingerprints? Perfect, put that in. What I really love about Snapchat right now, though, is all of the familiar faces that are starting to pop up. There's The Magic Show, a series headed up by none other than friend of the channel, Reclax. More on that later. And then, of course, a lot of you have been messaging me lately that they recently partnered with the Hooked app to show that Trevor and the Virgin story that used to be advertised before every single YouTube video for a year. It's now been rebranded as a Snap original called First Time's a Charm, even though it's actually the second time because it's the same exact videos but split up into shorter episodes. Martha's night takes an unexpected turn. Unless, of course, this is the 30th time you've seen this, in which case the turn was very expected. The only thing new about this is that they've cropped the whole thing into portrait mode, which makes for some awesome extreme close-ups. I'm not gonna, watch this again, because I already did that. But I am curious what's gonna happen when they run out of clips to use. They're almost at that point. Are they going to film more? Or is it just going to keep getting syndicated on different platforms like their Seinfeld reruns? I'll give it about 6 months until we see this pop up as a Facebook Watch exclusive. It's kind of redundant.
That's just really good business, isn't it? I think that's kind of wildly impressive of the creators behind the company. They just keep peddling it to every single different short form video outlet that they can possibly give it to.
For Snapchat to even add in these hook shows, because they've already been ripping off their format with their own series called Phony Texts, which is a funny pun because it's like saying you sent a computery email. But these texts are phony because they're not real. They all tell different stories about a variety of topics. Sometimes it's Prince Charming being a douchebag, or someone's parents forgetting to tell them that they moved like...
Okay, those are kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I get immersed in stories so easily, and I kind of think those are fun. I know, I deserve it. I can feel the hatred. I can feel it. I can feel you judging me. But I think these are amusing, and I know I'm kind of like the scum of the internet because of that, but I love fake text.
6 months ago and sold all their stuff. But this next story is one that I truly think is Oscar-worthy, if one of the Oscar categories was text-based Snapchat film. It's called Seeking,
which it
and
should
there are
be.
So many insane twists in here. I'm watching it like, M. Night Shyamalan, who?
He's a movie director.
What?
Yeah, he made like The Happening, Sixth Sense.
I know who he is. That's why I brought him up.
Oh, I thought you would put a comma after his name, like M. Night Shyamalan.
Who? That's not how people ask questions.
Yeah, okay.
I just meant he's known for always throwing in crazy twists, and this story also...
How's this for a twist?
I guess I should probably take it from here.
So the story starts off with this girl being like, you hickied me. How dare you? And they're flirting back and forth. The whole thing's pretty steamy, which is probably why I got a notification that my heart rate spiked. She catches him in a lie here by pointing out his location, which is important to remember for the future. So file that away. Do not forget about that. And then comes twist number 1. A text from his wife? I thought he already was talking to his wife. Either this story takes place in Utah, or he's been cheating. Gotta say, pretty good character development though so far. You already know 2 things about him, that he cheats and he lies. He just lied to Elizabeth, and now he's lying to his wife about being home with his daughter. So he's a bad husband, boyfriend, and dad. So far, not really rooting for him at all. I hope he is punished by the universe. Yep, I'm home. Oh good, I was getting worried. Julia isn't responding to my texts. She's just finishing her homework. Very focused. Oh good, you guys hungry? Happy to pick something up. Okay, let me check. Hi, my princess. I'll be home in a minute.
This is creepy.
Finished your homework. Oh, and do you want food?
Hello, Dennis.
Haha, hello, Julia. We have your daughter, Julia.
What?
Twist number 2. There's
What
been
the
a
hell?
Again,
See,
no,
I'm trash. I'm invested already. I'm human trash. I'm garbage. I am the low attention span people that this type of story is pandering to. I'm just in. It's unexpected. It's not good writing by any stretch of the imagination, but it's unexpected. So I'm just like, I'm engaged. I'm immersed. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
I don't really feel too much sympathy for this guy. I mean, I didn't want his
For
daughter
his
to
daughter?
be kidnapped, but like, it is kind of entirely his fault. Answer the phone,
The
Julia.
kidnapping?
Julia can't talk right now. Call me right now. Oh, okay.
How did they get
Julia,
that
is this
picture?
a
That's kind of
prank?
messed. Hold up. How did they get that picture? That's kind of messed up. That's awful. How did they get that?
Did you
Do they have those in the stock image websites that everybody uses? Because why?
set the camera up on a tripod and then get into a trunk with your hands tied up and put it on self-timer so it takes a photo of you, and then from 4 feet away send me this picture in a text? Dennis is starting to freak out, so he threatens to call the cops, until twist number 3. He can't call the police because he's being blackmailed. The kidnapper, or Julia talking in third person and still doing a prank, knows about his secret girlfriend. And if he calls the cops, they're gonna send that picture to his wife. Classic conundrum.
That is such not a bad picture either. I mean, it's like 2 people who seem like they had a polite interaction while walking their dog. That was not terrible evidence. I would just say, like, Rocket, I'm calling the cops and I'm getting my daughter back. Because if this guy's that accomplished of a skis bag, wouldn't he be able to explain that picture? It's them on the street talking. Like, I think, oh, sorry, I bumped into you. Oh, no problem. That was like the extent of the interaction.
Not right now, wife. I gotta figure out more lies because of the trouble I've caused with my other lies. Hello? Do you want food? Oh, no, that is okay. Julia and I are gonna run out and get some food. Feel like I don't get enough father-daughter time. And then he uses the default smiley face emoji, which no one has ever used before.
Unless you're a
okay,
psychopath,
when will
which
you
he
be
is.
home? Love you. He's nailing this. So then Dennis finds out the terms of the blackmail. $10,000 by 6 p.m. or the daughter gets it. Elizabeth has no idea that any of this is happening, so she's still trying to flirt. But this is where that location feature from earlier comes back. Did you file that away like I told you to? I swear to God, if you forgot. Anyway, using the help of Elizabeth and her two hickeys, they find out that Julia is 2 hours away at a place called Burger Palace. But something's not adding up. The kidnapper said if he gave them the money by 6 p.m., they'd return her safely home immediately afterwards. But how could they do that if they're 2 hours away? Change of plans. We are tired of waiting. Please, you will get your money. When? Before 6 p.m., like we agreed. Please don't hurt Julia. She's my whole world. That's why I lied to my wife and left her home alone. She's my whole world. Eventually, he admits it's all his fault and realizes he has no choice but to pay them. So he opens up Venmo and starts to put in the name of the recipient. And before I show you that, I just want you to guess what you think the account's name is going to be. Preferably
Kidnapper.
something subtle, because you're about to pay a shit ton of money over the internet to some stranger, and you don't want to draw too much attention to this. Got your guesses? If you guessed 10,000 for Julia, you were right. I like picturing the kidnapper having to set up a new Venmo account while all of this is happening.
Damn,
Hey,
I already used that email. I guess I can use my business account. Now, what's a good password?
But then, just when Dennis is about to send $10,000 to the account 10,000 for Julia with a note that says Julia, he gets a voicemail from his wife. Are you guys ready to hear this voicemail? I know for a fact that you're not, but I'm still gonna play it anyway.
Hi, honey. Where are you? I'm getting worried. Why aren't you responding? Please call me back.
Welcome to Burger Palace. May I take your order?
what?
Okay, I gotta go. Call me back.
And that's the biggest...
Why did the voicemail, the Burger Palace, sounded like she took the phone and literally went like, hey, excuse me, say that again, please? Can you repeat that directly into the microphone? It was louder than her talking. It was almost as if it was over, the phone was held by the Burger Palace employee, and it just happened to overhear the wife talking about that. Those mic volume mixing was garbage. Again, probably because this is made for people like me who are complete idiots and are still thoroughly entertained and engrossed in this wonderful story. I'm disappointed in me too. Just to be clear.
Best of them all. The wife kidnapped the daughter herself. She's been in on it the whole time. I gotta say, that's the most on-the-nose reveal I've ever heard in my life. Julie...
Hello, this is Burger Palace. Can I take your order? Just to be clear, we're at Burger Palace. Like, currently. This is Burger Palace.
He's at some place called Burger Palace. That's weird. Honey, is everything okay? Where is our girl? Hi, welcome to Burger Palace. I got to go. The only thing more on the nose than that would have been if she was leaving the voicemail and you heard the daughter in the background like, Mommy, are you done with your blackmail yet? So Dennis, who is for some reason the protagonist in this, starts piecing together the details and figures out what's going on. Pay now or she dies. Do it. Kill her. What? This is your last chance. Stop this. I know this is my wife. I know you are at Burger Palace. I heard on your voicemail. And they are really spelling this out for us. And then Detective Dennis, now relieved he won't have to deal with the consequences of his actions, tries to turn the tables on her. Why are you doing this? I am taking our daughter, whether you pay or not. We're starting a new life.
Well,
Is
'cause she
that
knows
why
about
you
infidelity, right?
kidnapped her so you could get all our money and run away? I'm doing what's best for Julia. What? I love you both so much. We are a family. Just because I love...
Dude, he flips this! This guy's a psychopath!
lied to you and cheated on you and lied to our daughter and abandoned our daughter and told you to kill our daughter doesn't mean we're not a perfect...
Like, what are the chances, right? Like, this guy calls the bluff, kill her, right? Yeah, go ahead, kill her. And he's wrong. It was just a coincidence. Burger Palace, probably a chain in this alternative universe. That's like, oh, your daughter was kidnapped and they're in a McDonald's parking lot. Oh, this wife left a voicemail and I heard a McDonald's employee in the background. Clearly, they must be at the only explanation is they're at the same McDonald's. It's not like it's a very, popular, common restaurant chain that this could all be a coincidence. And you just gambled your daughter's life on that off chance. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is a big gamble.
Loving family? You destroyed our family.
You.
When you slept with Elizabeth.
Boom, she knows.
Oh. How
Oh.
long have you known?
Oh.
What, is this a surprise to him? What did he think was her motive for pulling this stunt? Oh, she's just feeling kind of silly today. So she's like, no, you can't fix this. You can't apologize. Send me the money anyway, because you made me feel worthless, and I want you to see how it feels. When you have nothing, I will consider coming back.
What?
Okay, I will send the money. You will? If I lose my daughter, then I've already lost everything. You can have it all. And then the mad lad actually does it. He sends her $10,000. He gets a voicemail from her where Julia kind of sounds like she really has been kidnapped.
Hi, Daddy. I love you, and I miss you so much.
Again, I don't...
Seriously, sounds like there's a gun to her head. Read the script, Julia! Hi, Daddy, I love you. More emotion! Hi, Daddy, I love you.
know how he's the good guy here. All he did was ruin everything constantly. But that's it. That's the end. But honestly,
no, you're missing the point, Drew. He's the good guy. He's not the good guy. He's the protagonist. That's the twist. The narrator's not the good guy. Writing. 5 head.
I think the best endings are the ones that are open to interpretation. Does his family come back? Or do they abandon him like he did to Julia? Does Elizabeth find even more hickeys on her body? And what did they end up ordering? Was this all just an ad for Burger Palace? Do they have milkshakes there? These are the questions you'll just have to answer yourself.
So.
The Discover page
good.
on Snapchat is filled with all sorts of channels like phony text. It seems like most of them are creators from other platforms that just kind of reformat their videos to fit on here. One of my favorites is Reaction Time, a YouTuber who somehow has 15 million subscribers, and if you thought his YouTube content was lazy, wait until you see this.
I break up with him like last week.
I can't talk crap because I'm doing the same thing.
It's hard, you know, he loves my son and
I could say something. React.
I'll show him a restaurant down.
No. He's airing himself with money. Look at that. I'm with you if you're here with your son.
I can't talk shit. I do the same thing.
Did he just put those glasses on just to say that? Okay, I think I understand it now. Some people can't see without glasses. He can't speak without glasses. It's a very sad disorder, and I hope they find the cure.
Wow. Sorry to see that, bro. She's a gold digger.
And that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with more episodes of Reaction Time. Peace out.
That's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I forgot to make even one remotely interesting observation during the entire video, but maybe episode 42, I'll think of something. But the most
didn't that say season? It said season 3, episode 41. Does that mean there's 2 seasons previously and this is only episode 41 within season 3? That's insane. Also, I can't react to Drew roasting a reactor. Like, what am I going to be like? Yeah, Drew. You're right, Drew. Lazy content. Should have said more as I'm sitting here like, have I said anything in the last 5 seconds? Okay, have I said anything in the last 20 seconds? Drew called him out for not saying anything, and the pressure just keeps building. I'm like, my heart's palpitating, and I'm like, I can't say anything. I'll be hypocritical if I do.
Episode 42, I'll think of something. But the most notorious Snapchat channel right now is the one I mentioned earlier, The Magic Show. If you like to watch nothing happen, you're gonna love this. I don't even know what, the thesis of this show is. It's on season 2 now, and the first season was at least kind of magic related. It was a lot of Rick Lack's life hacks, or life lacks for short, but at the very least you could say that there was some sleight of hand involved sometime. Mostly it was all the fake bullshit that I made a video about already, but at least they had a theme. In season 2, I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. I don't think these people know what the word magic means. It's mostly just pranks that I've already seen other people do before. Funny eyebrow pranks, popping out a whole prank.
I would like to plead guilty to love and milk. Oh!
A whole video of me pranking my friend who's definitely not aware I'm doing this and is just doing that normal thing that everybody does where they take a fully clothed shower and completely ignore their surroundings.
Outdoors in bamboo. Just because.
Everything else.
You know, I feel like Drew, you're missing the shower for the trees. What am I saying? I'm trying to make a joke because the shower was made up of bamboo shoots. And he didn't even comment on it. And they were clearly outdoors or in some kind of warehouse that was not a bathroom. I'm just saying there were way more weird things going on with that whole setup than just the prank. Like, where the hell were they? That was like an industrial building with a bamboo shower, either inside it or outside it.
They do is
that was
just
weird.
Lie. And yeah, that's pretty much what Rick has made a living doing so far. At its core, a magic trick is just an elaborate lie. But I still don't appreciate it. Especially because everything is so long-winded. It seems like they intentionally try to ramble on for as long as possible before showing you the inevitably underwhelming reveal. Wow, I can't wait to see what this dress looks like. They've been hyping this up for like 4 minutes now.
What?
It's gonna be really good, I bet. Here we go.
Here we go.
How much money do you think they get paid?
Stop it! This is so cool.
Isn't it amazing?
Cool? It's garbage.
Dirty.
Because of the smoke bomb and like air, you know, like is the way air moves.
Yeah.
Like air has like a really flowy.
You know, like air? The sincerity. She made direct eye contact with the camera and said, you know, like air? Dude, okay, tell me this doesn't look like the dress that the main girl wears in, like, I don't know, any movie where there's some type of massive attack launched on, like, the U.S. Capitol, and this is, like, what the president's daughter, who's being escorted by the main character, who's played by Gerard Butler or Channing Tatum, is wearing at the end of the movie. This is what it looks like, and this is, like, the blood of the agents that they sent to protect her who got killed until Gerard Tatum rocked up and saved her. And then it's got blood of the agents that were invading the U.S. and it was a coup all along, and it was actually the vice president who did the whole thing.
Cool. That's true. Air is so flowy. The worst thing they do, though, and frankly, all of them should be put in jail for this, is these nasty cooking life hacks. They throw all these disgusting ingredients together as like this 5-minute family meal. This is gonna save you so much time. Listen, I'm a busy mom, just like y'all, so I'm gonna let you in on my secret pasta recipe, where I pour uncooked SpaghettiOs into a pie crust and then cover it with cheese and bread.
Just a small dash.
This is like if a 5-year, like maybe they have a kid and they're like, yo, hey little Billy, I know you're 5. You're planning the content from now on here. I just want you to write your favorite things. What's a food dish that you think we should do? Because we have a cooking show. You're now in charge of it. He's like, I like Oreos. Okay, cool, Billy. What else do you like? I think we should put the Oreos with the pastrami. Freaking A. Should have thought of it. Dessert-based Oreo pastrami sandwiches.
Milk, just enough to get it kind of juicy.
Juicy?
I kind of eyeball it.
They reel you in with some insane bullshit that makes you think, well, this is gross.
I know I'm stupid. Like, I know I probably licked the paint off of this wall right here because, again, I like watching those fake texts. But real talk, do you think there's anybody who, like, watches this and thinks it's a real recipe, tries to cook it and serve it to their children? And if so, do you think the original creators are like liable for child abuse? Because I think they should be.
But surely this is going somewhere. I'll be surprised at the end when they reveal it's actually delicious. That's why they're showing this to me. So you watch the whole thing. Maybe
why
even sit
like
through some ads on the way
throwing
there.
bows like
Waiting for
freaking
that
John
M. Night
Jones in his
Shyamalan
prime
twist,
at that
and then
toast.
they finally pull it out of the oven. And that's it. They don't cut into it.
They don't cut into it?
Bite, and they're certainly not about to eat this off camera. They understand this is a total abomination they've created, and they don't care. So I guess this account is satire now? Is that what it is? Is it all just a parody?
It can't be that, right? It has to be like, they must be a family that makes content and sells like exclusive rights or something. They sell content to these platforms. It's gotta be that, right? And they like did the first season, and now they're just cashing out and milking it, either because they're getting good engagement or they're just like, F it, whatever, let's just do the bare minimum to run out this contract. That has to be it, right? That has to be it. That's the only plausible explanation I can think of.
It's not really advertised as that, so who's to say? One thing it's definitely not, though, is magic.
Oh!
In conclusion, I know that all social media apps are designed to be a massive waste of time, but Snapchat's content is so aggressively stupid that it makes me angry at every single person who has a hand in creating it. Yes, Twitter and Instagram both feature similarly pointless stories and headlines, but at least those come with an element of discussion. Snapchat's trash garbage doesn't even have a comment section, so all I can do is assume that everybody else hates it too. But I don't get to see people make funny roasts or try to defend it and get ratioed or...
And then you don't get to pretend like you watched it ironically, even if you didn't, which is the category I often fall into. Like, yeah, I was thoroughly engrossed for that whole tech story, and then I went to the comments to talk about it and talk about how much we all liked it. Then I saw I was the only one who liked it, and everyone else was watching it ironically, so now I'm going to pretend that I watched it ironically. I'm going to roast the crap out of it.
End up in completely unrelated political arguments. This isn't fun. This is bad. You know, it's funny. All this time, I've been scrolling through the app while going to the bathroom. I didn't realize that the real poop was on my phone.
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna go wash my hands again. Hey, in the meantime, check out this commercial.
Hi, I'm choking, and I'm here. So if you wanted a membership...
Who watched it? I'm talking to you.
I did.
So at the end of my last...
I'm sorry. I skipped it, Drew. It was my bad. I'm still just a little bit salty. Roasted Reaction Time, who is, you know, like the big kahuna of reaction channels. I'm sorry.
This video, I sarcastically
so
said that I would be back the next day with a video where I break down the stock market, which was a lie because I don't understand the stock market. But a lot of people were messaging me seemingly upset that I never uploaded the video that they thought I had promised to them. Anyway, I feel really bad for duping you all, so I will be posting an in-depth apology video tomorrow. Please be sure to subscribe so you can check that out. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That was really funny. Drew's hilarious. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think it is interesting because obviously Snapchat really does want to invest in like quote-unquote OC, even though most of the original content they're getting is from other content creators who are just repurposing it. So it's not really OC. It's almost like it's hand-me-downs from other platforms, right? Like it's hand-me-downs from TikTok. It's hand-me-downs from the Facebook creators, which weirdly do exist and actually make quite a lot of money somehow. I don't understand it. But if you hear them talk about it, unless they're just completely lying, they make a lot of money posting content on Facebook. Again, somehow. So, like, I guess I'm surprised. Maybe it's working for him. That's the other thing. Maybe this is exactly what Snapchat's going for. Maybe the clickbait that Drew's talking about does really work. And so they aren't interested in going in a different direction. But I guess I'm surprised that when they're obviously putting so much money into it, that it's not, I don't know if better or more original is the right word. But, hey, I mean, I don't run a successful, I mean, who am I? How can I criticize content? I'm a freaking reaction channel. So that being said, guys, I'm Wesley. Make sure you subscribe down below for more reactions. And we're going to be live streaming very shortly on this channel. Not like in a week. We're going to be like starting to do live streams in about a week. So make sure you subscribe and look out for those. Because I think it'll be super fun to just watch YouTube together and hang out. So that being said, subscribe down below. Have a beautiful day. I'm Wesley and I'm